Hello everyone, my name is Gina and I would like to officially welcome you to Season Beauties. If this is your first time visiting with us on today, welcome. If you are returning, thank you so very much. Your girl really does appreciate it, and welcome back. Either way, if you are currently not subscribed, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Become a part of the Season Beauties family. We'd be more than happy to have you, and there is more than enough room on this family tree just for you. Now, let me start off by saying Happy New Year to you all. I hope you've welcomed 2022 very well, okay? Now, our video on today, as you saw, I want to talk to you about some products that we recently received within the last 2 months. From IPSY, and I'm trying a new foundation which came in a previous box. So I just wanted to share those products with you and let you know what I myself thought of them. Okay, so the first item that I used, which actually came in last month's IPSY bag, was this daily dose of water, and this is hyaluronic acid hydrating serum, and it's by the company Clarity. Now let me tell you something. We talked about this last month. This product right here was amazing. It felt fantastic on my skin. Oh my goodness. This was great, okay? It's a little thick. You know, it said a daily dose of water. So at first I kind of thought that it would be, thin, but it is not. But it does absorb very quickly, and it feels amazing on my skin. Okay, now I'm going to show you what one hand looks like. This is the hand that I did not put it on, and this is the one that I did. Okay, there's a big difference right off the bat. So I guess I need to put some on the other hand right now, okay, while we are talking. So I did like how it felt. Down below, you'll see the manufacturer suggested retail price for this item. And as I stated, it did come in the IPSY bag. So it did come in the IPSY Glam Bag Plus. So if you are a member of the IPSY family, a subscriber, then you could possibly, not guaranteeing that there's any of it left, but check it out and see so you can get it at a better price than the one that's listed down below. So that was item number one. I used my regular primer, so that I'm not going to really show. After that, my foundation. This is a different foundation for me. And this one is by Trazique. This one right here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this one did come in a BOXYCHARM, and I'm only telling you that because they're sister companies now, so it doesn't really matter. And the shade that I have is Cocoa Banana Chestnut, okay? The shade matched pretty good. That's not my challenge. My challenge is, and it's nothing that they did wrong because it is a part of their claims. This one is a medium coverage, and it truly is medium coverage. It truly is. And it says for dark skin with warm undertones. So it was definitely true to the claims of it being a medium coverage. This is what the shade actually looks like in the packaging. Okay, now, as you remember, it did come with a brush. No, I did not use this. It's actually a sponge, not necessarily a brush. Okay, it does say that it is refillable, but I wasn't ready for that yet. Okay, so this is the foundation. Would I use it again? Yes, I would. However, I probably would not reach for it first. I'm just saying. Okay, so I did also receive a few months back in, I believe this one was in a BOXYCHARM as well. If not, I will put something different below. But I used the Kat Von D powder foundation over top, okay? And this one is in the shade Deep 200, okay? This is what it looks like, okay? Can you see that okay? It looks a little lighter here than it actually is, but that's the shade that I used, okay? Right here. And that kind of helped to set it. You know, we're still in the time of wearing masks, so you really have to set it so it's not all over your mask at the end of every day. Now, the concealer that I used was a sample that came in a IPSY glam bag, all right? And that one is the IT Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer, okay? And the one that I used was in the shade 32.5 Rich. Now, let me tell you something. This a little goes a long way. So you don't have to squeeze a whole lot, all right? Trust me, I'm telling you, I had to use a sponge and a brush to really blend it in because I didn't think it was actually going to be like that, okay? So that's the concealer that I used, okay? Then I used... this one was in our, this was in a Glam Bag X, I believe. And this is the lipstick I'm currently wearing, which is by Mishko. Beautiful shade. Of course you can see it on, but this is what it looks like when I swatch it, okay? It feels amazing. It's very moisturizing. It's not drying. And I love that packaging where you know it's closed because it clicks shut, okay? So that's the lippy, and since we're there, I might as well tell you, the liner that I'm wearing is by Juvia's Place, and I purchased this a couple months ago. Well, about a month ago, I purchased this one. And the one that I have is in the shade... Brownie, okay? Love this liner. Love this liner, okay? Of course you can see it on, but we'll swatch it so you can see it here, okay? Up against my skin tone, okay? How about that? Can you see it okay? Alrighty, and then moving right along, the eyeshadow. I'll put a picture up here of me without my glasses on so you can get a good look. This came in last month's IPSY Glam Bag Plus, and this is the Shayna B Miami Nights, and this is the Pressed Pigment Palette. We received one from them probably about 6 months back. Okay, I do definitely like this palette. I love this rich wine color. Nice and deep. It, you know, does its thing, that's for sure. Okay, and this is what the shades actually look like. What I used was this, and these two. Okay, right here. Very easy to use, wonderful color payoff. Wonderful color payoff. Would I use it again? Absolutely. Absolutely. It says create sultry and sparkly looks with 8 Miami inspired shades. Okay, so I think it turned out pretty good. Now, y'all know that I don't wear lashes, so I have to do something to overcompensate. And as you know, this came in an IPSY months ago, and so good I've already purchased 2 more since then. Okay, and this is by Thrive Cosmetics, and it is this mascara right here, which actually, it's a tubing mascara to lengthen what you do have, okay? And I use this on the top. On the bottom, I use the All Night Bender, and this one is by Rocket Comet. Oh, it's by Rocket Cosmetics. Okay, you can tell I use this a lot because, let me tell you something, the writing is wearing off, but it's fantastic. And I'm really trying to use it all up. This one, I believe, came in a beam box, okay? Love, love, love it. Love, love, love it, okay? Now, my brows. I use something new. What do y'all think of my brows today? I use something new on them. Now, in our IPSY bag last month, I received a brow wax and brush, okay? This is what it looked like. This brush was so different than anything I've ever used to do my brows, okay? It looks like that brush set that came out a little while back, okay? So I use that to put the wax on my brows, and then I use the Juvia's Place Eye Sculpt Eye Shade, and I'm trying to find something to cover this mirror with. I'm just gonna flip it upside down. This is, yeah, I think I threw the box away already. So I'm just gonna turn it upside down. No, I'm just gonna bend it backwards, okay? This is the shade that I used to bring out the brows, okay? Love it, love it, love it, love it. The wax truly, truly helped it to stay in place, but I definitely will be reaching for this a lot, okay? Definitely a lot. Very, very pigmented. I mean, the slightest touch of it is what I used, and I was able to actually do almost, no, I did a brow and a half. I did a full brow on each side with just one swipe, okay? Love this, okay? I wasn't sure if I would, but I love this, okay? So that's about it. The setting spray that I used, I received this one in a BOXYCHARM a long time ago, okay? And y'all know I don't usually open things until I'm ready to use them because I definitely want to get the full use out of it. But what I used is the Ciate London Everyday Vacay, and this setting spray was pretty nice. Now, for me, after I use my setting spray, I apologize because it's not clean, and I really don't like coming on here without my brushes or sponges being clean. But once I sprayed it in, I do tap it in with this, okay? So I do like the way it came out. As far as to set the under eye, I used the KAB Cosmetics Contour Palette, and this one is volume 2. I'm not showing you this because I did not get a chance to clean it off, and I am that extra, okay? But I use the shade Cream, and it's the second one in the palette if you have this one, okay? And then in addition, because as I told you, a little bit went such a long way, I really needed to set it in place. I also used the I Am Magic setting powder in Gobi, okay? Just for the under eye, okay? So this look was created with these products. I will take a picture of them all so that you can see it and know exactly what I used, okay? Well, let me know your thoughts, all right? If you like it better this way, if you want to see me actually use the products and create the look, let me know your thoughts down below, okay? Well, I thank you so very much for choosing to spend time with me on today. I want to take this moment right now and say thank you. Thank you, thank you to everyone who participated in the giveaway. Let me tell you something. I'm giving away products, and I'm looking at your responses, and I'm telling you, it really made me emotional to see just how much, and to listen to how much thought you put into responding. There were a couple I could tell that they were new people that just went in and watched, some of a video, or, checked through some things. But just to know that others of you have been riding with me. I have one, I know she's new, but she watched probably 20 videos. And I could tell she watched about 20 videos based on the answers that she gave, okay? So I just want to tell you, thank you so very much. I'm going to mention it to Leah, how many of you talked about her video, okay? And that was me honoring her as a breast cancer survivor, okay? She's been cancer-free for almost 3 years. I'm so happy. I am so happy, and I appreciate y'all for loving that video enough to tell me that was your favorite, okay? And even though it wasn't last year, some of you caught that and went back and changed it and added another video. But knowing that that was what came to mind for you, thank you. Thank you so very much. Now, I have one more thing to let you know, and I promise I will let you go. I have an event coming up for those of you who are subscribers to Seasoned Beauty, okay? I appreciated you so much with everything, with your answers, your in-depth searching, to come up with those answers, for remembering my grandchildren and my children and what my husband does. These people that mean so very much to me. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being a part of my family here at Seasoned Beauties. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a meet and greet in probably the very, very, very near future, before this month is out probably. And we're going to do this virtually, okay? So be on the lookout for the information about that. Only those of you who are subscribers here at Seasoned Beauties will get the link, okay? So I thank you so very much for choosing to spend time with me on today. These are the products here that I used in this video to do this look, okay? So remember, regardless of the season that you are in, you will always be a seasoned beauty. Until next time.